What's going on YouTube? This is what we're Josh do, and this is a super exciting video. This is an unboxing and first look at something that I'm excited about. So let's get in. This is something that I purchased on Amazon with my own money. Now I saw a torque test channel, and I also then saw Project Farm post videos talking about this thing. So it was already on my list after seeing the torque test channel. It's gonna be this channel right here, torque test channel. And then I saw Project Farm also post a video of it. So that's when I was like, all right, I gotta get this thing. Because what I've been using is this. This was sent to me for free for a review, and I freaking love this thing. I have an RC channel that I very rarely, be honest with you, post videos of RC related content. And when I'm playing in the snow or in the dirt or something, this thing is so good at cleaning off the dirt and dust. So let's go ahead and just get to the meat and potatoes. This is the Super Power Turbofan Mega Flow 100 WOLFBOX. Nothing here, just a WOLFBOX there, nothing here, and WOLFBOX there. And then we have some information here. So model number is MF, like Mike Foxtrot 100, 5 volts, 2 amps. That's the input, so 10 watts. I mean, that's kind of normal. Then you have two 3000 mAh cells. And yeah, let's go ahead and dig in. I bought an electric duster back in, I want to say 2012. And I paid about $50 for it. And it's actually sitting to my left. I'm going to show it in just a second. So this guy right here, this is the DataVac electric duster. Like I said, this thing is about probably 12 or 13 years old now. It's just got this little thing here that you clean off, and then it sucks the air into the bottom. You plug it into the wall. So it's been a challenge to find a cable. Well, in the recent, I'd say year or two, I've been collecting like these power stations here. The biggest problem is this power station can only do 300 watts, and the duster requires 500 watts to run. Like this little guy right here. This thing is the River 3, and it can't do 500 watts. It can do 300 watts. I do have some 500 watt power stations, but now you gotta bring a much bigger power station with you. And that's the beautiful thing about something like this. You just charge it up and you blow stuff. Like, it's super freaking cool. I'm a huge fan of this. I'm using my DataVac duster less and less as the time goes by. So let's just check out this unboxing. All right, we got the air outlet. So it's gonna come out there. It's gonna come in through here. We've got the gears. So this has something similar where you turn the dial this way to go to a lower speed, and you turn the dial this way to go to a higher speed. This just has 1, 2, and 3, power button on and off. That's the thing about this one. This one you can hold the button down and it'll keep the unit on until the battery in it dies. Not sure if this one has that feature. We have the activation key, the battery indicator, and the charging port. Do not block the air intake, otherwise it'll overheat. That's pretty common sense there. Then we have the booklet, which interestingly enough, it says 1.3. So there's been some different variations of this book. And I would be curious to anybody else that has this product, what their book says. 1.1? In fact, actually just watch some unboxings and see. I don't know, I'm just a nerd. So there's been some changes to this book. All right, so far it's a nice unboxing. Wow, okay. This is, yeah. Let's just get to the meat and potatoes. So here we go. Here's the device. It's got like a strap you can put on here to kind of like, on this one. And then it's got a power button and a button. What were those buttons again? So this one powers it on and off. This one's the activation. Okay, so that's different. This is the all-in-one button here. So you hold it to turn it on, and then you can just and then actually it's 3 presses, 1, 2, 3. And with 3 presses, it's stuck on, like it stays on until the battery dies. This one, you have the button to activate it. Okay, so you hold it, and then you press the button. Oh, that's louder than that one. Holy crap. So yeah, you hold the button down. What if you... Okay, so it doesn't appear to have a way to stay on, which does give this one an advantage. This is the Nightcore Cinnawin. I made a video on this thing. And then what's really cool is all the attachments in it. My gosh. So it's actually got like this one, this one, this one. I don't even know where all my attachments are to this guy because I love this one. This one has been everything I've wanted for, you know, an attachment. So back on. All right, then we also have like, I mean, I can see a use for that. This one's crazy. Look at that. That's got to be so much air in just a tiny, oh, it's got, okay, so that's what this is. All right, so I'll include the instructions. Inflatable mouthpiece to swimming ring. Wow, so that would fill up a freaking inflatable, like, you know, thing for the pool so fast. Inflatable bed. Oh, that's another cool use. I didn't even think about that, like an air mattress. And then round and long. And then a hand rope. So this does include a carrying thing for it. So on and off, gear shift. After turning it on, click the button to switch gears. Oh, initiate blowing. So here we go. Press and hold the start button, then the device starts blowing. Release to stop. Automatic mode. First, short press the power button to adjust the gear to the first or second gear. Then click the start button to start blowing, and again, click the button to stop. So, oh, okay. So in 1 and 2, it'll stay on, and you basically, you know, press it to start it, press it to stop it. But on 3, yeah, okay, so that's 1. And then on 3, it only goes when you're holding it. That's interesting. And then it gives instructions for the inflatable bed, the charging port. So rotate to move the nozzle, replace the nozzle. So it wants to go this way. Oh, okay, so that was just a little bit more force than I thought it would take. All right, so what I'm probably gonna use is this, because I really like having that direct air. Oh, nice. Very nice sound, very nice click. This is insane. This is awesome. All right, so then we get a little USB-A to USB-C charging cable. Then we get the little carrying strap for it. All right, so I went ahead and connected the strap. Now you're probably supposed to connect it through both of these, but I was having a really hard time getting it to go up into this one. So I just settled with this. But I like it because now it's easier to find it if you lose it in the couch or something. Pretty convenient. I could see this one right here actually being the best one because it's just a little bit more than, I don't know. This one might force it in a longer, I don't know. I do want to compare. So there's this one, right? So there's that. And then here's this one. So, yeah, interesting. All right. I'm not sure which one will be the best. But now, there is something in here. Which there's even more in here. So yeah, we got the little brushes to clean the vents or fan or whatever. And then we've got a nice little carrying case for it. And you know what? I don't want to lose these nozzles. So I'm going to put the ones that I probably will never use inside of here. I think it's going to be a toss-up between this one and this one. And what I realized is it just stays on. So you can obviously turn it off. I guess that's the thing I like about this one is you never worry about that. Like you just basically hold the button, turns off, and then these lights will go off and it'll turn off. So you never have to actually turn it on, then activate it. It's one button for everything. Which this one's like, oh shoot, I forgot to turn it on. All right, and then let's connect up the charger. And yeah, so we're definitely charging at 10 watts. That's a pretty fast little charge for, you know, something that's just USB-A to USB-C. That's not bad at all. And then we got our little battery light here. So the fourth one's currently flashing, meaning this one is almost full, which is nice. And then on this one, you also have the battery, and it shows the 4 bars there. Which now I'm curious what happens when you do a USB-C to USB-C connection. All right, so when we use the USB-C to USB-C power delivery, it's also the same thing. Almost 7 volts, 1.5 amps for almost 11 watts, 10.5 watts. So pretty quick little charge there. I forgot what this guy does. Okay, so this one does have the advantage where it can charge at 9 volts, 1.6 amps for 14 watts. And that's at an almost full charge as well. And if you know anything about batteries, when they're full, they charge slower than when they're empty. So, interesting. All right, now I'm going to play with this thing. All right, so I'm going to try not to talk because you probably won't hear me. But basically, I'm going to point this fan at the fan and see what happens. So, oh yeah, we got to turn it on first. Then we hold the button down. Alrighty then, so yeah, my ears are kind of deaf right now, but we're gonna wait for it to stop, and then we're going to try this guy. So pretty much the same exact, my arm as far as it can extend, nothing else has changed. Just gonna wait for the blades to stop spinning. Alright, and we're gonna try it again. So with this one, it's 1, 2, 3. Oh, I gotta turn it up. All right, let's see if this one can get faster. All right, so that definitely wasn't the most scientific test, but I'd say they're not like super far apart. But this one is, my gosh, that is definitely not easy on your ear. So we're able to barely move the light thing there. What about the fan thing? Okay, so now, same position, switching hands. Okay, so this one really can't spin the blades on the little thing there. But this one, well, alrighty then. This guy's pretty freaking awesome. At the end of the day, I don't know which one's the best one, but it's just pretty cool to have choices, and obviously whichever one's on a better deal or price. This one definitely feels more powerful and sounds more powerful and can move things that the other one is appearing to not be able to move. Alrighty then, I will have a link to both of these in the description below if you want to purchase one of these for yourself, and I'll include an unboxing to this little night core as well. So, pretty cool to have choices and options, and this one looks pretty freaking dope. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to turn this one off. That's probably the biggest drawback of this one. Having to remember to turn it on and turn it off.